know it tastes bad, but you gotta take it. Hey, come on, just take it. Take your pill. Come on now, be a good boy. Pluto, don't you? Oh, he has to take his pill. Those fleas are gonna eat him alive. Oh, what am I gonna do? Yeah, feel that beat, feel that beat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mickey. Come on, Mickey, let's dance.
Dance? I thought you'd never ask. I'd love to.
Welcome, everyone, to Mickey Shorts and More podcast. Having our first reactions to the new Mickey Shorts. I am Keaton.
And my name is Steve, and as he said, we are here to react to the latest Mickey Mouse shorts, which means we've got some new content for you this week with 2 shows coming at you. First show is going to debut tonight, and that is on the Season 1, Episode 3, Hard to Swallow cartoon. At least that is what it is called. Hard to Swallow. Now, Keaton, how goes your week so far?
Good.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Good. And my brother is letting us borrow a VR system that is just for me and Dad.
Yeah, so we have borrowed a virtual reality video game system that allows me to try some of my Star Wars some of my Star Wars video games that I've been wanting to play. So as a special treat for Thanksgiving, I got to fly squadrons and an X-Wing and a TIE fighter for
Me too.
in a virtual reality world.
Yep, I even got to play VR for the first time.
And you were very excited about it.
Yeah, it did feel a bit tight, but I was okay.
Yeah, you were in a small cockpit flying around, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fun. Now, you know what we need? We need a virtual reality like what we had there. Not like the YouTube ones. We need a legit virtual reality Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Ride. So we can put on the big goggles and see it in lots of detail. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. We should do that. I want to experience the parts at my house.
That's right. We want to experience all of this stuff, which we can't do because there is a global pandemic happening. But that's okay. We are not here to talk news. We're not here to talk politics. We are here to do one thing, and that is talk Mickey Mouse and watch Mickey Mouse cartoons together for the first time. And tonight, as I mentioned, we are covering Hard to Swallow, and we have not seen this episode yet. It came out today, and we're watching it for the very first time live here on the podcast. Now, before we get started and everything else, we do have a little bit of listener feedback. Last week in our episode, we talked about the milkshake that came out for Mickey Mouse's birthday. And I said specific on the show, if anyone has a chance to go try this milkshake out, the specific Mickey Mouse milkshake, try it out and give us a call on our voicemail, 541-321-0472. And we actually had somebody do that. Thank you. We're going to call him our correspondent on the street because he loves to send us feedback. But Kyler Pope, welcome to the show. What did you think of the Mickey Mouse milkshake?
Hi, Stephen Keaton. Well, I tried the new Mickey Mouse birthday milkshake. I gotta say, it's really good. I actually went to downtown Disney a couple of days ago, and I tried that milkshake on November 18th, which is Mickey Mouse's birthday. I just wanted to give you my thoughts. Amazing milkshake.
Thank you, Kyler, and thanks to everyone who calls into the show. Remember, if you want to contribute to the show with either things you've seen from our products of the week or our news or your own commentary on our episodes, feel free to call our voicemail line at 541-321-0472 so that we can play your voicemail on the air.
I'm glad he likes it.
Me too. And with that, it's time to get to our weekly...
Friends, loved ones, I've gathered you all here to tell you something important.
All right, now just a few pieces of news as we are here in this Black Friday day. One of them is the fact that we have the episode titles for all the rest of the episodes that are going to be debuting this season in the next few weeks of The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. Now, last week we covered episode 1 and 2, which was Cheese Wranglers and House of Tomorrow. This week we're covering this episode, which is hard to swallow, as we've said multiple times before, and we'll release a second episode dedicated to School of Fish. And now, if you don't want to know what the rest of the episode titles are, then fast forward 30 seconds now. Okay, if you're still with us, here's what we got going for the rest of the season. Next week on December 4th, the following episodes will air. We've got Keep On Rollin' and The Big Good Wolf. Then on December 11th, 2 weeks from now, we will have The Brave Little Squire and An Ordinary Date. And then, last but not least, on December 18th, we will have Supermarket Scramble and Just the Four of Us.
Supermarket Scramble's coming just before Christmas.
I know. Well, yeah, this is what I find interesting, is when we got the original schedule, Supermarket Scramble was going to be the first one out of the gate, and we're going to be covering that last week. That's what we were fully expecting to do. And now Supermarket Scramble looks like it's one of the last of the new episodes to debut. So somehow it went from the first to the end, but that is okay. As long as Disney releases them, that works for me. So yeah, if you want to know what's coming, that is the schedule for the rest of the season. Now, next up in our news is, one of the things we're always talking about on this show is that of Paul Ruddish. Paul Ruddish is the creator of these episodes, is the kind of the main producer behind them. It's kind of his art style. This has all been dedicated to Paul Ruddish, our show, since we started a long time ago. We don't hear from Paul Ruddish very often. So it was nice to see that he sat down with Collider this last week and did an interview. Now, I've got a link in the show notes to the full interview with Collider. There's a lot of great behind-the-scenes stuff on the making of the Mickey Mouse shorts. But there was a couple of answers in particular that I found interesting for our show. So Collider asks, can you talk about these new shorts? Because they are a little different. They're a lot longer, and they have different thematic groupings, right? Meaning that earlier batches had been based on international locations. As we've talked about in previous episodes, there's not kind of that international focus this time around. So Paul Ruddish answered with the following. He says, well, with the new shorts for Disney Plus, they were very much staying in the same sense of humor and style. The animation and all of that. But in the 3.5 minutes shorts we had done previously, we found that we had to trim everything down and make the stories very, very tight and very Mickey-centric, and often Mickey was his own foil. He would fall into a problem of his own making and then find his way out, but with the new longer format, now we can get even more of the characters from the Fab Five. We can have more opportunities to get our great dynamic of Mickey, Donald, Goofy in some situations, screwing things up. We have more opportunities to have an actual antagonist. Pete and Mortimer will both show up as actual villains to the story. We have more room for different points of view from different characters instead of always having Mickey being the singular focus. And so that's been the fun, to be able to play with the other characters more, get their voices, get their opinions on it. And schematically for the season, we were looking at setting certain stories in which we could possibly be the lens of Disneyland. There's a Frontierland episode, a Fantasyland episode, a Tomorrowland. So borrowing these kinds of scenes this time, and the more genre pieces in this go-around. So I found that very interesting. That's the direction they're going. They want more time to be able to tell these stories. They want to have actual villains. And I would say that Pete's still, the villain of a lot of the old episodes. But it's going to be interesting to see both Pete and Mortimer playing villains.
Wait, Mortimer?
Yeah, Mortimer is going to be more of a villain. He was in there a little bit late in the game.
He's a good guy in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, actually.
Yeah. Well, Pete is no, Pete's more of the bad guy. If you can have a bad guy in a preschool show. Now, one more quick question from Paul Ruddish. He was asked, is there an end point that you see the Mickey shorts coming to, or is this something that could go on for years and years? And Paul said, I certainly think that Mickey can go on for years and years. It's up to Disney and what they want to do with him, but he certainly has the stamina to keep going. And that, as the host of a Mickey Mouse podcast...
Oh, boy, this is going to be a long-lasting podcast.
Exactly. That makes me very happy because that means there could be content to keep Keaton and I chatting for years to come. And we love to do the podcast, so that's good news for us.
For 2 years.
Well, we're almost... we're pretty much right at 18 months into this podcast, so we're on episode 60 right now. All right. Now, after the news, Keaton, what do we do?
And look at all these fancy doodads!
The Mickey Mouse product of the week. Now, Keaton, if you head out to our living room, what is it full of right now, this very second?
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, lots and lots of boxes of Christmas decorations. By this time tomorrow, there should be a tree in our house, an actual live Christmas tree. But there's lots and lots of Christmas decorations. So it's appropriate that we announce at this point in time that Mickey Mouse, their Christmas ornaments, have debuted at Walt Disney World. These are the 2020/2021 version of the ornaments. So if you go to the link in the show notes, as we're constantly saying, and you look these up, we have Christmas ornaments. These are from Walt Disney World. On one ear, it's kind of this ball, Mickey Mouse head with two balls for the ears. On one ball it says 20. On the other ball it says 21. You've got Mickey, kind of in the middle of those, like an actual 3D Mickey. And then it says Walt Disney World with, the iconography from there below it. But it's a good transition from 2020 to 21. And man, here's hoping that 2021 will be a little nicer to the planet. And then we also have an ornament with a bunch of blocks on it that says 2021 with a 3D Mickey Mouse printed on it. So it says 2021 on one side of the blocks. What's on the other side of the blocks?
A castle.
Which castle?
The Disney World castle.
Yeah, the Disney World castle is on the other side of the blocks. So these are fun to get, and it's always good to have ornaments from your visit to Disney World. So look for those when you were there. These are available at Disney's Hollywood Studios at the store called Mickey's Hollywood. So definitely go grab an ornament, put that on your tree so you can remember all things Mickey Mouse going into the holiday season.
Are you ready for the show?
It's time to watch new Mickey shorts.
That's right. We're so excited because, again, we've not seen these yet. I have banned him from Disney Plus for the day so he doesn't accidentally watch the Mickey Mouse cartoons before we get to do it together. And this is our chance. So here we are. This is officially now starting our coverage of the show. Season 1, Episode 3, Hard to Swallow. The official show summary says Mickey runs into trouble trying to make Pluto swallow a simple little pill. And if anyone has ever had a dog that you have to give medication to, you know that can be a challenge. Unless the medication is flavored something good. The original air date is today, November 27th, 2020. And credit where credit is due, the episode was written by Derek Bachman, Leanna Dindal, Kristen Morrison, Paul Ruddish, and Eddie Trigueros. And Keaton, who was the episode directed by?
Eddie Trigueros.
Yes, good job. And it was storyboarded by?
Kristen Morrison and Eddie Trigueros.
Okay, good job. Got to have him helping me pronounce the names. So that way, if I accidentally slaughter the names, I can just blame my 7-year-old co-host. So remember, we can't just post the link to YouTube on these because these are Disney Plus content. So you're going to have to go to Disney Plus and watch the show, which means we've got to do that right now. All right, buddy, you want to give us a countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Disney Plus original Mickey Mouse Hard to Swallow. We're at Mickey Mouse's house. 3, 2, 1. It is morning. Another day completed. He's so happy to get to the Friday, or just the 13th. What is going on the 13th?
Oh, he has a worry.
His ears, what the? He has a tick on his, He has a tick on his knee, which he just shot out and grew a new foot.
Pluto needs to take his flea pill.
Oh, it's flea time.
Gonna love these. Oh, Pluto.
Wait, what flavor was that? So here comes Pluto. He's all happy to take his medicine. Time for a flea treatment. Oh. Pluto's so excited he's licking his face. Oh, he's making a cutie face with the dogs, just like we do. And the dog is doing it back. Oh, this is getting a little gross. Ready to take your flea pill? Yeah. Okay, Pluto's so ready. Oh, Oh, no. It tastes bad. He's spitting it out. And now he will not eat it. His nose is flipping out of the way. Take your pill. No, he is blocking his mouth. There's no way that is getting in there. This is when you gotta hide it in a piece of meat. No. He just ran across the ceiling. Oh, he's got to get him his pills, otherwise the fleas will eat him up. Oh, karaoke. Dude, okay, now it's going to be Goofy's time. Or, excuse me, Pluto's turn, and he's going to try to sneak in the bone, the medicine. And he just blasted him out of the way.
Try to shake him off.
Okay, garage door opener. What's he doing with this? Oh, he apparently a car just came out of his mouth? Okay, we're trying the pancakes. He's flipping them like you would a deck of cards. Come on, let's do breakfast. Pluto is suspicious.
This is not going to end up well.
Nope. He is so excited to have all this food for breakfast. Yeah. He is ready to eat. Why didn't Mickey put the pill in there? He just ate the whole thing. Wait a minute. Did he put the medicine in there? Apparently he did. Pluto found the medicine and pulled it out. Now Mickey is trying to deny what's happening. You got me, fine. But you gotta have your medicine. Pluto's like, yeah, no. And now Pluto does not trust him at all. All right. Now the tick is laughing. The tick is calling Goofy? What? And apparently there's a whole bunch of ticks on Pluto's butt. Actually, I guess these are fleas. That's the whole point of the medicine. Okay, fine. Oh, and now comes Fifi. Fifi is not a nice dog. We've dealt with her before. And Pluto's coming in. He's dragged the whole city with him because apparently he's been resisting. Pluto won't take his flea pill. Yeah, Minnie never has a problem with her dog. So she's going to show him how this is done. Fifi gets her treats. And down they go. Oh, what a good dog. See, Pluto? And now Pluto's educating Fifi on what is actually happening. And Fifi's like, yeah, no, I'm not taking this either, you people. Fifi is not a happy camper. And now Fifi and Minnie are fighting as well. Pluto just flew into the house so fast, he has a Pluto-shaped hole in the door. The fleas are laughing hysterically because they know now they can have their free range with this dog. Here comes the fleas. They are getting ready to attack. They have their war banners going. Mickey sees them coming. He's flipping out. He's like, all right, dude, you gotta take your pill. There's a battle ensuing, and Pluto's like, nope. So, oh, now here comes an airplane. He's trying to blast pills. And now he's trying to shove them through his mouth, through his teeth. Oh. Inside his tongue is nailing his teeth shut. Look, here's all the fleas coming for you, buddy. They're coming for you. Blue's like, yeah, whatever. So Mickey's gonna have a heart-to-heart now. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. No. Pluto! Nah. And all of a sudden, now Pluto's getting taken over by the fleas. I told you. The solution is right here. All you have to do is eat this. Okay, fine. He's raising the welcome mat. But now the fleas are like, yeah, no. The fleas are attacking Mickey Mouse. Oh, they're going to cook. The fleas are going to eat Pluto alive. Oh, what's going to happen here? They are taking the medicine away so that Pluto can't eat it. So now Mickey takes out a fence post. He turns it into a sword. He is fighting the fleas. Well, that's what that scene in the trailer is about. He grabs the bone. He's throwing it. Pluto's jumping up. He's grabbing it. It's like a basketball. And finally, it's like a nuclear bomb has gone off, and all of the the fleas are away. And lying in a crater in Mickey's backyard is Pluto, safe from the fleas. Now Mickey's offering him pancakes, but he's still a little suspicious. And now they're making bougie faces. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Minnie...
Oh!
The fleas have now moved on to Minnie's apartment building.
That looks like King Kong.
It does look like King Kong. Glad you know the reference to that now. Are they going to make a different end music?
I knew that.
Yep. We've heard this a lot over the last week. Okay, we're not starting School of Fish yet. Okay. So there we go. That was hard to swallow. And yes, that was very hard to swallow. Whoo-wee. There's a lot there. Keaton, what'd you think?
I liked the part when Mickey tricked Pluto into eating breakfast with the kibble in there.
Yeah, he did. He had this huge breakfast. There was pancakes. There was all sorts of breakfast food. And at first, Pluto was like, I'm going to eat all of this. But yet somehow he picked out the one bad thing he didn't like and he spit it back out. It reminds me of the dog that I had when I was a kid. My mom would make tuna fish. And at one point in time, she had this big bowl of tuna fish, and then she put in onions and a little bit of celery. And I was not happy camper about this. And so she took the tuna fish away. I was like, all right, fine, I'll make you some without it, because she forgot that I didn't like that kind of thing. And she gives it to the dog. The dog then eats the whole bowl of tuna fish with the onions and the celery in it. And somehow, when the dog was done, all that was left in the bowl was all of the onions and all of the celery. The tuna fish, all gone. Onions and celery stayed there. How the dog did that and somehow sorted out the offending stuff from the good stuff with its tongue, I don't know. But that's exactly what Pluto did there. He said, here's all the good breakfast food. And, there's the pill. And I'm going to eat everything else and spit out the pill. Dogs. What else, buddy? What else came to mind when watching that crazy ride of an episode?
I like the part of how happy he was at the beginning, and those coochie faces.
All the coochie faces. Now we have a dog. Our dog's name is Joy,
and it's her birthday today.
It is Joy's birthday today. Yes. How old is Joy today?
11.
11 years old. Yes, but she's still full of energy as always, and probably upset that we're not taking her on a walk.
Yes, me and Joy are about the youngest ones in the family.
Yeah, this is true. So, do we make those smoochy faces all the time with our dog?
No.
Oh, speak for yourself. I probably do. I'm like, he's my good little dog.
I kind of tried to do that, and then she's like, rah, rah.
All right, so let's do our quick scrub through, because like I said, there's probably a lot of good visuals in there. We're not rewatching it. We're just doing a quick scrub. Whoa. All right, so it takes Mickey a while to realize what day it is, and that's when Pluto's like, yeah, no, you're not giving me my medicine, and I'm going to lock my mouth with a safe to prevent you.
I want to see the part when he tries the medicine again.
Which part? Let's see. Okay, so we're smooching.
Ready to take your flea pill?
And this is, he's all excited at the beginning. And that's when he just tries it and is like, no. Nah.
No, nah.
Nah.
Hey, that reminds me of...
Now his nose is turning.
That reminds me of that other Mickey short.
Oh, yes.
About the bones. When Minnie tries to feed Pluto all the bones.
Oh, yeah. I think he makes that exact same sound when she asks him a question. He's like, nah. Come on, don't you want to exercise? Nah. I think this is the one word that this dog speaks.
Nah.
All right, so we've talked about karaoke. We've talked about the magnificent breakfast where he spits it out. Mickey's now getting frustrated. This is when we get the disturbing image of the fleas. I kept calling them ticks. I was missing the whole point of the flea medicine there for a minute. But the fleas call Goofy and summon the army. Where did the army of fleas come from?
Goofy's house.
Where at Goofy's house?
Inside.
Come here, watch. Get off the screen.
Hello. It's for you.
They're on Goofy's butt.
They're on Goofy.
Did you see him? He bends over.
Hello. It's for you.
See, they're on Goofy's butt. So this whole army of fleas is coming from Goofy's butt. So now he's going over to Minnie's house, and she's trying to give him advice. Fifi shows off and eats her medicine as the good little dog, and then Pluto's like, yeah, no, you're missing out here. So Pluto educates Fifi on the reality of what's happening and then comes running home. And this is when the giant battle starts with the fleas.
And everything goes dark outside.
Everything goes dark. The fleas have banners raised. This is like, the Battle of Helm's Deep in the Two Towers with all of these armies coming to ravage against them. So finally Mickey's like, all right, look, dude, seriously, this is the solution. They will eat you alive unless you eat this. And finally, at the very last second, before he gets devoured, Pluto finally eats it. We had this shot in the trailer of Mickey like on a castle battling something. I thought it was a plant. Apparently it's just fleas. We know where that comes from now. And finally, in a kaboom, leaving Pluto in a crater, he takes his medicine and all can be well once again. And then, where do the fleas go?
To Minnie's department.
Minnie's apartment.
And looking like King Kong.
Looking like King Kong. So that was a fun episode. There was a lot of fun humor in there. A lot of little fun, especially dog owners. I mean, we kind of equate to a dog that refuses to take its medicine. That can be a tough pill to swallow. Dun, dun, dun. So anything else, buddy, you want to say about hard to swallow before we wrap things up?
Nope.
So that said, buddy, you know what time it is?
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
All right, Keaton, what is your joke of the week?
What did the pencil say when it was getting dressed?
Now, this is a Keaton original, so I am intrigued because he's working hard to write his own jokes now. So, Mr. Keaton, what did the pencil say when it was getting dressed?
I'm looking sharp.
I'm looking sharp. Nice job. I think you've been learning from all these jokes of the week. You're now constantly the pun master of the house. Where'd you come up with that one?
I just made it up.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So thanks, everybody, for going along with our our crazy commentary. It's always hard to do those, or it can be interesting to do those, when we haven't seen the episode. We have no idea what's coming, so we're just talking through it, and hopefully that's somewhat legible to all of you as our listeners. But that's our reaction to Hard to Swallow. Remember, you can find our commentary on all the Mickey Mouse shorts we have covered so far. Just go to www.mickeyshortsandmore.com, and you can listen to all of our past episodes and subscribe to never miss the Mickey Mouse fun we have. Remember, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on Amazon Podcasts, or whatever podcast player you listen to. Just do a quick search for Mickey Shorts and More Podcast, and we should come up. You can connect with us between shows on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Just do, again, a search for Mickey Shorts and More Podcast, and we should pop up there. You should see our accounts with our little logo on it. You can email the show with your own questions or your own commentary. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these new Mickey Mouse shorts as well. You can just send it over to mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com, or you can call the voicemail and leave a message for us to use on the show, as you heard earlier from Kyler, and call us at 541-321-0472. Our next episode will be the next of this week's new shows called Not Supermarket Scramble, as we were expecting. This one is
School of Fish.
There you go. School of Fish is the next one on the list for us. So make sure to find that short, watch it, and listen to our commentary on it. So hopefully everybody has a great week. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their Thanksgiving and their Black Friday, and they're staying safe and sane in such the crazy virus land we have out there. So pretty soon we'll be back with another new Mickey Mouse short. Everyone have a great week. Bye.
Bye. Dun, 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 dun.